life, not yours, man. We back with another episode of Saynomo podcast, man. I got a special guest in the building, man. She's been out here literally just... She be keeping y'all asses shaking, you know what I mean? She in the club doing her thing. She be keeping it popping, man. I love the progress because I like literally seen her from... A lot of y'all don't know she used to hoop. She'll bust y'all ass too. You know what I'm saying? She used to hoop, and just to see the growth where she is now, I love it, man. So, I'm sitting here with DJ Reeves.
K Reeves.
K Reeves. Oh, yeah. See, I know you too well. See, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. DJ K Reeves. This nigga's petty.
No, for real.
But no, man, let's just get into it, yo. So, like, yeah, a lot of people, like, you know what I mean, like, that typically know you, they really don't know your whole background and everything. Yeah, so, like, basically, I just want to start with, like, how did you kind of even get into DJing? Because, you know what I mean, like, I kind of knew you as a hooper athlete ever since I've known you. Everybody in your family, y'all just hoop. So, it's like, I was kind of surprised when I saw you doing it. I'm like, damn, I'm even more surprised. I was more happy that you was great at it. So, I was like, what was, like, kind of your early inspirations when it comes to, you know what I mean, you doing that, like, you being a DJ?
I guess, honestly, it was my basketball journey that kind of pushed me towards it. Traveling and living the places that I've lived. I've lived in Florida, I've lived in D.C., I've lived in East Los Angeles, and, like, going to those parties and hearing those DJs and listening to their radios and just the music that they play and all that stuff. And then when my career was done and I made that decision or whatever and I came home, I was starting to go out more, I was starting to drink more or whatever, and I was just going to the club and I'm like, it's like the same shit. It's the same vibe at every venue, you know?
Yeah,
and like,
literally.
No offense to nobody, but I felt like that was my calling to be like, you know what? Instead of complaining about it, join it.
Join it.
And slowly but surely, life started sending little signs and like people in my life that introduced me slowly but surely to stuff. My sister Bree was actually the first one to ever invest in me. She actually
word. That's what's up, man.
She paid for it. I did. A lot of people don't know this, actually, literally nobody knows this, but I went to Slam Academy when I first started. So I did some sessions over there with some OG DJs and, like, DJs that used to use the vinyl, and they still do. Like, they don't do the digital stuff and stuff. So, like, I got a different perspective and intro coming in, and I don't know. It came randomly, but it was weird. And when it was introduced to me, I didn't even know what was going on. Like, I used to throw house parties at my house in L.A., and my homegirl, who was one of my hooper friends too, she had like a little mini board. And like I would always watch her and stuff like that. And she wouldn't even do too much. She would just literally just simple transition, bring it in and all that stuff. She didn't really want to inspire to be it, but it was kind of like, that was kind of my up close.
Up close, right. Yeah.
I guess I had a teammate at DC too, that she's a big time DJ in DC right now too.
Damn, word? What's her name?
Kid Fresh.
Oh, word! Shout out to her, man.
DJ Kid Fresh, she's a shit.
Damn. So like when you first early got on, when you was like, you said you was at what was the place? You said Slam Academy. What'd you say?
Yeah, it's a music academy. So they teach DJing, they teach engineering, a whole bunch of different stuff. It's over in Northeast. Minneapolis.
So like when you first went in there, that was like your first kind of real thing to like, yo, was it? Or even did you still have some doubts when you were still in there?
Oh, I had doubts my whole.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Such a big change from what I'm used to. My identity was an athlete, so like to be in the music, and I grew up acting and singing and stuff, but I took a long break from it, and I didn't know DJing was my calling, and it was kind of like a risk too. Like
kind of risk, right?
Might not be what it is, and it turned out to be an unknown passion that I had.
Yeah, so. You took the leap of faith, and that shit worked out because you're getting like one hell of a feedback, and that's how you know you're doing. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people like kind of focus on too much validation, but I feel like when you just put out something small and then you get enough support, it's like that should be your validation. You shouldn't even have to care what drops next because you just moved somebody one time with, you know what I mean, whatever you were doing. So I'd be like, that's kind of dope that you did that. Like, what type of music did you listen to growing up?
Oh, well.
What was you rocking?
It depended, because on my mom's side, my mom loves old R&B, but she also is a 70s, 80s rock head too. So I grew up on that on my mom's side. And then on my dad's side, it was strictly like old R&B, Avant, Tank, stuff like that. So we grew up to that every day.
I mean, that kind of give you an advantage because like, I ain't never been to like none of your events, so I don't know like what type of stuff you play, but I know you said you tired of them, hearing the same thing.
Yeah.
So like compared to like one of like say if I'm like a fan, I'm in the crowd, I want to, what's gonna be different? Like the difference going to your show versus most of the other DJs that play the same stuff. Because that was one of the things why I stopped going to the club. I'm like, yo, y'all playing the same music and I don't like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
So my number one thing that I was that separates me is my energy alone.
Okay.
I'm I'm also performing too. Like I'm bringing the energy. My goal when I DJ is to get the like shyest person in the room comfortable enough to want to dance type thing. Because we're there to dance. We're there to party. So I guess what differentiates me with me and my sets is my energy, one, and two, like I'm gonna play like. I feel like we get caught up playing a lot of the same hood stuff here and stuff, and like there's nothing against it. I love trap beats and stuff like that, but like I like to mix in. Oh, like A1. I remember on his interview he said some people like to bring up Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I'm the type. I'm gonna challenge that. I'm gonna try to bring that in with a hip hop song. You feel me?
Right.
And it might work and it might not, but it's still like it's off your energy like type thing. I don't know. People feed off you. You're the star of the show that night. So if you feeling it and you rock,
it's like you the engine, right?
I think you could get the job done. Is it frustrating sometimes? Trying to do that, yes, because sometimes it don't work out. But I mean, you won't never know until you try. So I guess just trying to keep it fresh, trying new things, and mixing the old with the new.
Right.
The pop with the hip hop. The you never know. Might throw that country Broadway girl into something else. Like,
hey yo, man. After I seen the boys in Florida, Young and Ace, when they remixed the 1,000 Miles Away song, Anything Is Possible.
No,
That shit's wild. I thought us watching the movie White Chicks when Terry Crews corny ass is doing that. I thought that was the only time we was like ever like listening to that. That shit is crazy. But
anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
And it's fun too. Like it makes it different. It's a different experience, especially when you can find remixes too that do it for you already. Like Dennis Blaze makes hella good remixes when it comes to that type
Dennis
of
Blaze,
stuff.
I'm gonna look him up. You be putting me on.
Yeah, he'll mix like some trap beat or some even a pop or a house beat and put some hip hop lyrics in it and mix it right. It's all about what you do with it. Honestly, it's really on you. Honestly, it's the creativity. You got to just play around with it.
You got to play around with it and just try, right?
You know.
What was like one of like the early moments when you first were doing it, where you kind of got like a reality check where it was like, damn, I gotta adjust something, or you know what I mean, or like.
There's been plenty of times where the crowd is just looking at me like, girl, now you know, but I mean, it's all about the bounce back. I definitely would say, man, specifically. Oh, I did a Spanish concert one time. That's another thing about me. I'll take on any challenge.
I was just about to ask you that.
2 years, I've done literally every type of event that there is. Like, the catalog is ridiculous. I love it though. Like, it's challenging. Like, so I got booked for like a Spanish concert or some big Instagram music artist or whatever had came in, and like I was the intro DJ, and I ain't gonna lie to you, for the 20-30 minutes I was mixing. They just wasn't fucking with me.
Right.
They was really waiting for him type thing, but I clearly wasn't playing what
the
they
shit
wanted,
they wanted to
you know?
hear.
Like I'm trying to, but I'm also not fully educated about what y'all listen to
exactly.
in today's world. That's a whole different, realm over there. So.
You wasn't playing that one song that was that "Live in the Villa Low." You wasn't playing that for them, right?
No, but I'm trying. I'm trying to play like Drake and Bad Bunny, Mia, 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 that type of stuff. I'm trying, but I'm talking about there's a video of my homegirl.
You gotta send me the video. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna put it on. You gotta send me it.
It's a part of the process, man. You gotta learn crowd control, and you gotta make yourself versatile with your catalog. So I feel like with that event, I wasn't too educated about what I was walking into.
Right.
I didn't really study.
You kind of went in for the bread right away, and then like you was like, damn.
Like maybe I wasn't ready for this one, but like I feel like it wouldn't have been presented to me if I wasn't, because it's
a lesson.
It's
a lesson.
So,
that's cool.
I study more now.
What's like the biggest difference like in between, like, because I know like I seen you say you DJ'd out in Mankato and stuff in different areas, so it's like I know crowds are different. When you go in, how do you size up the crowd to realize what you got to play? Like, because I know sometimes you may walk in and it may be diverse, but by the time you set up, it may be totally different. So like, how do you scout that? Like, do you have like a go-to playlist? Like, how do you do that?
So I guess a lot of things that we do as DJs, we have mixes, like intro mixes and stuff like that. And I have one mix that's pretty versatile, and it's a pretty good intro mix for like the first 30 minutes to an hour to figure it out. But like for me, I don't really try to do that anymore. It's just playing around with music. If I look at the environment, I also try to study the Instagram pages and stuff of like venues that I'm booked at. Like for 507, I had to study them. I was put on by a fellow DJ friend or whatever for going out there and you know, I had to study their Instagram because it's black owned.
Right.
But it's very
yeah,
Mankato out there, you know?
Yeah, that's
so
why I said
like,
that. Like, yeah.
But
it's
I
wild.
mean, those are kind of my favorite spots though, because college bars, you can literally play anything.
They're gonna just dance.
Durk.
Yeah.
I mean, Little Durk. Oh
Little Durk. I was gonna say Little Durk.
Pronounced the whole thing. Whatever. Little Durk.
Little
They
Durk.
love Chief Keef, but they also love Bad Bunny. They love J Balvin. They love old Miley Cyrus. They love
Party in USA.
You feel me? You can play some High School Musical up in there.
Don't judge me. It's in my playlist too. It's a good beat. And she shouted out Jay-Z.
You know?
Fuck you mean?
Man, for real. But yeah, no, it's just, I guess I'll just be trying to study before I get in there, and then just watching the people. I also take requests too. And when I'm at certain venues, I'm more open to receiving requests and stuff like that, because it does help me get a vibe, because like I had to learn how much they love Mac Miller there. So when I tell you my Mac Miller catalog is ridiculous now, like I got damn near every one of his songs now, right? Because I had to learn, like they will sing their heart out to him, and that's what I want. Like I want them to be enjoying themselves. Because it's about them at the end of the day. It's about the crowd. So like, how do you when people like, because you say you give requests and shit, like how do you go about that? Like people trying to get a request in. So like, yeah, how you go about that? What's the process of a person trying to get a request in? And then I got another question with that. The same thing I asked DJ A1. So I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes it depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Some days like, get the fuck up out of here.
For real. Some days it's like, you know what, I'm just not in the mood for it. Let me work. But then, you know, there was sometimes, you know, you can't do that type thing. So because it is about the people, like you said. But I guess like depending on if I'm in a club, money talks, because in the club I most likely have a set prepared,
right?
And it's taking a chance on your request. Like seriously, you might throw the whole vibe off, and that falls on me.
Right?
And some money can't cover that. Can't cover the vibe being lost, because sometimes it's hard to recover from that. People will walk out while you trying to play certain song that was requested. It's like, damn, like I look at you, like you got me looking stupid
right here.
But I mean, like bars, I'm more open to it. I mean, it really just depends on the vibe. If the song fits, of course, I'll let you play it. You know, some people automatically come up with money.
Right. They know. I mean, they should. Like, even especially like a person, if you want me to play your song, like, not just another record that, you know what I mean, that you want to hear. You want me to play your song?
That's the real risk. Now, if I know the song, like, I hate that I keep bringing him up, but he's so good. It's so relevant right now because Bad Bunny is requested everywhere I go. Like, he really is. I was just talking to one of my other DJ homies in Nashville, and we were just talking about this. Like, he's like the #1 requested artist right now.
Like, everybody just fucking with him.
Random as hell. Don't even matter where you're at. They're going to request them. And, like, that's super dope, but...
Does it kind of suck, though, when you like, damn, I got to play this song? Or is it like more like,
if I don't know it, you know, so if I don't know it. But me, I love music. I'm the type where I don't even care if the vibe keeps going, and as long as I do my part, getting the transition smooth and all that stuff, and the song fits in, I don't care. I'm dancing with y'all.
You dancing with it type shit,
You can't even deny it. But sometimes it's hard here because people will literally come to my events and just stare at me.
They like literally like they won't even move. They'll just sit there looking at you
from across the room, and some people think I can't see them, but it's like
you be trying to play the role like damn, he's still
hard,
looking,
man. Like I be wanting
this
to
nigga
put
still
a mask
looking
on, like Marshmallow. Like I be wanting to cover.
Why don't you do that? Get on some AB shit and just start wearing like a little hood, like a little mask or like whatever they be doing. Yeah, wear a ski mask while you perform, man.
I move too much for that. I be sweating.
Yeah, facts. You better be careful though. You said you got people in the crowd looking at you, man. You seen Players Club?
It's just part of the thing, you know. People don't be expecting a big 5'10", light-skinned, humble as hell, but pretty woman to come and DJ and then like actually had the energy like a big dog type thing. They be sitting there like
they be confused as fuck. Okay,
you know, sometimes I'm not saying they be creepy or nothing like
that.
Right. There are some, but but no, for the most part, I think people just be in shock. I mean, that's another thing having to deal with that too, is just the pressure of that, because I have anxiety. So like, feeling people stare at you, you know,
you conquering that every time you go on that stage. Shit, you conquering anxiety. So keep on doing that. So like, how you feel about? Because I know you a DJ, you know, I know. So how you feel about the Minnesota music scene here? And I know that's vague, but but the response just all right.
I think we have a very, very versatile and talented music scene here. I think we really, really do. But as we were talking about before we started, like, it's a very much, nobody wants to come together. It's everybody, I can do it individually myself type of thing. So
Right.
I think we have hell talent. I think we have multiple artists who can make big names out here and put us on and all that stuff. Yeah, I guess I don't have nothing really negative to say. I think we have talented artists, talented producers, talented DJs. I mean, we have a bomb music scene. I just don't think we have the full culture being in the state we're in type thing, and what we're majority surrounded by and stuff like that. It just makes it a little harder to glorify each other rather than make each other competition.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that for sure. Cause like even like me, you know what I'm saying? Like I woke up like what's today? Today's Wednesday. I woke up like last Saturday, Friday, and I woke up and I'm like, yo, there's another motherfucker in Minnesota doing this outside with the mic shit. I just gotta say, shout out to the first. I'll be honest, I can't remember. I saw the first couple ones, but they're not even really from here. I was told. Ayo, shout out. Yeah, Ayo. That's Ayo. Shout out to Ayo.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. It was the first ones I seen. But now it's like, bro, there's like about literally no exaggeration 4 people doing it. And I'm not saying y'all can't do what y'all want to do, because y'all gonna do it anyway. But all I'm saying is real niggas see it. Stop copying other niggas, man. Be better.
I want them to keep going because I want to see how many different mics you can come up with.
Yeah, I definitely have to. Hey, yo, that's one thing I would say. That's one thing I would say. I have been seeing different mics. You niggas is good with that.
Camera angles.
You niggas is watching it like, hell no. Let me get the other model. No, he had that model. Like, y'all gotta relax, man. I mean, like, and artists too. Shout out to everybody working doing that. But because I ain't knocking y'all that it goes on anybody's. I'm just saying it's okay to be inspired by people, and it's okay to, and it's not okay to just to straight copy them. That's just me, nigga. You know. But carry on.
No, people don't give a damn about that.
They don't care at all. Like it was like I was so confused by some of that shit. I literally thought that it was just one nigga working. I'm like, damn, this nigga going crazy. He got this nigga, this nigga, this nigga. I looked, it's like 5 different niggas.
Yeah, no. That has a lot.
I know, and that's the one, and that's the
Is that the railroad track one where they're kind of out back by the railroad?
It's so hard because it's
okay, we won't even do specifics. We won't do specifics.
That's what I said. It's like these niggas. Yo, they gotta relax. But shout out to people being inspired by other people. But be better a little bit.
Make it your own version.
Make it your own version.
I was watching an interview with DJ Ski, and he said something that I felt like should be highlighted too. Like, there's 6 billion people on this earth type thing. Like, so no idea is really original, but you have to make it your own. You have to. There's no way
that you can
the plot, the whole scenario is pretty much copying what the next person's doing, and it's just like
it's terrible, bro. And that's why, because it's even like that with the blog pages here. Some blog pages, it's there's about 1 million Minnesota whatever pages. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that even like with some podcasts. And I like to tell people, even like I gave everybody advice when they do the podcast shit. Come into this shit with, you have to have a personality. You have to make the guests that you have surround around your personality or whatever your platform is about.
Right.
A lot of niggas I see right now, they want to get big names and just not even big names. They want to get relevant names.
Yeah.
That's not gonna grow your channel, bro. No. It's just not. They gonna watch that shit for him and they gonna be gone. And all of them might not even watch it for him because he probably got more haters than lovers. So it's just like stop relying on people with names to big up your show, to focus on the content and focus on your personality. Because a lot of dudes, I see it, I'll be like, I got into it with a guy I got love for. I ain't gonna put him on blast. I got love for him. He got a podcast. We got into it the other day. He said something crazy to me like, oh, I'm trying to build it up first. I'm like, what you mean trying to build it up first? Yeah,
I know. It's like you have to start from the bottom. Like,
yeah.
I don't people, we live in a fast money generation anyway, though. Like, people are not here for the long run. They're not here for the real hustle. They're not ready to put the footwork in. They want this quick money, this quick clout, all that shit. Like, they don't want to put the work in for real.
No work at all.
It's a clout chase right now, and it's so frustrating because when you got a passion for this craft and this art, and then and it's getting watered down by all these people who really don't care. They just want the attention, the money, and all that stuff. It's like,
it makes me mad.
It's hard.
I be like, man, like, yeah.
It's hard.
That's why I'm so opinionated. I'm gonna say what I say about people because I'm gonna say what I don't like. And listen, y'all can say what y'all don't like about me either. That's the way the world works. It's okay, my nigga. We ain't gotta beef for nothing. It's just simple shit. But that shit is just wild. Switching notes. You brought up DJ Skeet.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something about that because he said something, you know, a couple weeks ago, you know, which I kind of respect, but you know, I kind of was like, why you doing it now, nigga? You should, you know what I mean? But he said he's no longer playing drill music no more.
Okay.
I'm tripping. That wasn't even him.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, that wasn't him. I'm tripping. I got him confused. That's the Timberwolf DJ. But yeah.
Mardigan.
Yeah.
Mardigan. Yeah, I believe that's it.
All right, nigga.
So I guess I can't understand. I can't. So how do I say this politically correct? Drill music is a part of our culture. I guess depending on the type of event, I get it. But if you're going to our cultural events and you're not going to play music that is for our culture, that's kind of, you know, weird, you know. But I don't feel like that's probably how it was intended, you know. But then again, I understand the opposite side because look around us. Like, the drill music encourages these kids to go kill each other. It encourages these kids to play with these pills and sell fentanyl, all this shit. Like, and I've lost so many childhood homies, and I mean, like, it's just it's to the point.
Literally.
It's depressing, especially coming from where we come. The amount of people that we grew up with that aren't here because of that simple shit.
From overdosing, like not even getting no gang shit, just straight up overdosing. That's a whole other
realm of people that we done lost from that shit. But like the pill shit, like this drug shit, like I said, I was watching A1's interview and he brought up ESTG shit. I was listening to his song a couple months ago too, and he really does say go get a brick of fentanyl. Like, and it's ridiculous. Like they're so.
That's the dude that was just here, right?
Yeah. Yep. And these kids are so impressionable, and like. I guess it's not drug selling music no more. It's drug doing music.
What you just said
is hard, you know.
And I was just gonna say that what you said, like when you was going on that, because I'm just like the things that, like, because you said it's so influential. All they talk about is getting a body or doing drugs.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there's no money in that. Y'all niggas ain't hitmen. It's like you're not Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
The wrong ones to go out there and be doing and get involved in shit that they don't need to. And so I can understand both sides to an extent. But at the end of the day, this is a music thing. This is cultural type thing. And if you know what you're doing, you can control the vibe and how it goes. You don't have to play 10 drill songs in a row, but you can do a drill song real quick that's hype enough type thing, and then boom, bring in a mediocre song that ain't violent type thing, like an ass shaking song. You feel me?
Literally.
Get the girls involved. You can mix it right type thing.
That's how I felt, because when he said that, I'm like, bro, that sound good, but like, what impact are you making, my nigga? You think niggas gonna stop killing because you stopped? Like, bro, it's out.
And drill music got the best beats, so I don't even know what to tell
shit,
them.
That's all they focus on now. Like,
what drill is? Really talking about that.
Them UK cats. You know what I mean? They make the beat. The beats is like so much better now. It's just like you don't have to do nothing as an MC no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's laziness. That's why like even some rappers here, they get amped up because the beats fly.
Yeah.
I'll be like. Listen, there's some talented people here, but not all these niggas here can rap. Y'all gonna stop with this lie? Like everybody here can rap.
No.
They can't rap. There's definitely guys here with talent. Like shout out to like people like Just Jimmy. I think you know who Just Jimmy is. I think Just Jimmy's like a real talented dude, where it's like he ain't gotta rely on one thing. You know what I'm saying? He can kind of do multiple things, but he also don't fall like in a category where he's just a rapper. There's niggas here that just call themselves rappers, and I listen to they say it. I'm like, nigga, you probably don't even know 1,000 words, nigga. How you a rapper? Like, how?
You know, there is levels to it.
How are you a rapper?
You feel me? Like,
true.
But that's the thing. Is a lot of this stuff is watered down with people who don't really have the passion for it. They're just doing it to do it. It looks good. Everybody else is doing it. You know, look at all these new female rappers. They can't rap for shit either.
It's a lot.
They can't rap for shit.
A lot of them. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna be nice. I don't like to. People always be like, no. I'm like, listen, man. Yo.
And like we said about originality, they got and it's not even just the women. These men too they're stealing flows from people who have already made it. They're stealing, you know, like their whole identity, their personality. They're damn near losing themselves and selling themselves to try to fit into this
fake validation bubble.
This facade.
You don't even know these niggas.
It's not even real.
It's fake. It's
they
literally.
Don't know you don't know them. Like. And if they seen it, they think you was a clown. Cause why can't you be yourself? It's gonna get you so much farther. But I guess
And it's comfortable. Be yourself, nigga. It's not hard not being yourself. Like,
it's a lot less bullshit to
Yeah.
leave the people out.
Their show days, they gotta go rent a car.
yeah.
On Toro.
You're not lying, though. You're not lying. You know what fucked me up, man? And like, I like keep shit to myself most of the time, but like lately I haven't been. But if I ever see this again, I will say something. I saw a nigga. He's a rapper. I ain't gonna say his name. This nigga was out of town, and he like rented like a Wraith or some shit. So the first thing this nigga does, like these niggas do, this nigga takes a picture of it outside of it. The captions will make me mad. I ain't mad at you living your life, you enjoying it. This nigga said, yeah, I finally made it.
Made it to Hertz.
Paying $72 a day.
Right? You finally made it to what? Like, you didn't make it, nigga. Like, that's why it's just wild. Like you said, like just the clout, the illusion, all this shit. Like,
It is.
it's really like, y'all seen that movie, what is it, Ready Player One?
I heard
Y'all gotta watch
I heard
that
you
shit.
were talking about
Ready?
I watched it yesterday for the first time. It's a Steven Spielberg movie.
It's on
I didn't
Netflix.
know that.
It's on Netflix or something?
That shit on HBO Max for sure.
Okay.
It's on HBO Max for sure. That's why I watched it on. Watch that shit and just, you're gonna be like, damn, this is the world right now. Like, it's kind of wild, like, the shit you see. Like, I literally have to, I don't know about you, do y'all have to, like, delete people you like, know and love in real life just because you can't see? And when I say delete, like, delete them on social media, but you still fuck with them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
There's people like that. Yeah, I'm like, bro, you out here lying, and I don't want to. Yeah, I told somebody that he didn't get it. I was like, look, listen, bro, I value our friendship, so I don't want to be friends with you on Facebook. He's like, doesn't it make sense? I'm like, it makes great sense, nigga. Think about it.
No, because y'all.
You moving like an asshole. Like, have y'all ever done that? Y'all doing that shit?
I'll mute people.
You mute people?
I'll mute people. I got plenty of people muted. They probably think I just be ignoring. Yeah, no, you're muted. Because one, you probably talk too much. You're doing too much. You know.
Yeah.
It's just like, because some people, well, now they take it real personal if they see you ain't in their friends list no more. But
That's because you especially you getting bigger. You know they gonna take that personal. They gonna be like, what? I always love the way she spins.
I've been cleaning my stuff out these past few weeks. Hey, no, for real, but it's like, all right, just let me see you at my event. I don't want to follow you. Like, there's a lot of people, like, I love the hell out of them type thing, but like you said, there's boundaries, and it's also like sometimes it's too much because a lot of things too. People will follow you on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. Like,
I don't
all
want you-
four. And
There's-
it's exhausting, and it's like, well, you need to see everything I'm doing. But I mean, I got people too like that where I didn't mean to, but it just happened because you want to show support on different apps and stuff like that. But it do be hard too because it's like you seeing the same people all the time on your stuff, and it's like, man, I don't know, it's exhausting.
Yeah,
the messages people be sending. And
what's the wildest message you got?
well, you
PG rated. I know these some weird ass, I know some weird dudes.
No,
Y'all lame as hell if y'all, cause I know I got sisters and I got a lot of cousins and homegirls, and like they tell me when dudes be randomly sending random shit, and I be like, why would he do that? And then she's like, I'll investigate. I'm like, did you say something to him? Did you ask? She said, no. I'll be like, why would you? Who raised you niggas? Like,
no, for real, the entitlement is crazy. I just made a post on my story the other day about the entitlement some men have because it's just like, are y'all serious? But
that brings me to my next question. How do you feel about the Minnesota dating scene?
What dating?
Everybody.
What dating scene?
Jesus Christ.
It ain't got nothing to do with me, but cause
I saw you made I saw you made a post. You was like something about like your husband. No way he's in Minnesota.
Hell no, husband, wife, whoever it is ain't here. I know that because it's just, especially being in the industry I'm in the last 3 years, what I've seen and all that stuff. Like,
You probably seen
no
good girls
disrespect,
turning
but ain't
into.
nobody safe out here. Ain't nobody safe. There's really not nothing around here encouraging enough that would even make you feel safe enough to want to be out there, especially when you get a name for yourself. It's like, I can't be with just anybody anymore. Some people be out here having whole separate lives you don't even know about. And then
I know about them.
you know,
I know about them. Shame. I know your name. Yeah, it's real crazy out here. It's
and
hectic.
It's small too. Very small. Very
Like,
small.
I literally, like, there's no other state in the United States that has two major cities this close. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like other places you gotta drive out to do shit. Here, everything's 15 minutes away. That's why I
say.
say
We playing when I say that.
yeah,
Out of town,
everything
like, nah,
15 minutes away. Like unless it's 30 minutes away, nigga. Sometimes an hour, nigga.
Right, but
you know what I'm
it
saying?
Still ain't even nothing.
Facts.
Yeah, no, it's very small here. It's very the dating pool is contaminated. There's pee in the pool. There is pee in the pool. And I don't want
It's pee in the dating pool. Yo, it's funny. I have not got one good response yet from this. This is sad. I'm about to ask a person that's married on here this question. So how was the dating scene before you got married? Shit, wait till I got married.
But I mean, I feel like my traveling experience too has always played a part in that too. Like I ain't.
Niggas think small here.
You know, and
they think mad small here.
They do, and the women here, a lot of them just want an experience. They ain't even really. They don't even really.
They want to fight. They want to. It's like they want to be. I don't know. It's like they want to be like 1950 housewives, but then still like be like independent like Beyonce. Like the shit makes no sense. Like the shit that they say. Like you want a man to do all this shit, but it's like, what the fuck is you supposed to do in return? And they say shit like, I'ma hold him down mentally. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck does that mean? Like, you gonna hold me down mentally? Like, how far does that go? Like, you was not Professor X. You was not finna hold me down mentally. Like, what are you talking?
I feel like it's hard though. I feel like it's hold on, because y'all ain't gonna be coming for the women. Like
No. I'm talking about a certain type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Very lazy. That's very much give me, and don't give.
I'll come at the niggas too. You know, I don't like them niggas either.
No, I'm saying the niggas too. Like niggas be having high expectations. These niggas can't even fucking change a tire. They can't change your oil. They can't.
If niggas can't change a tire, like that's just like basic shit. All you gotta do is just niggas ain't got muscles. Maybe they probably genuinely don't know how to do it.
There's
so what I do first?
Things out there, but there's a lot of dudes out here who can't do a lot of basic like
shit that that like 10 years ago.
As a kid, your mom made you do like clean the.
You right? No, I agree.
Take care of yourself, proper hygiene, all that stuff.
Hey, no, that take care of your shit. Hey, listen, I know niggas. I know niggas that go to the club every weekend, and I saw this nigga. this nigga was wearing motherfucking basketball under his jeans still. That's different.
If it's cold, I'm not mad at it.
No, not to the club.
Yeah, not to the club.
While you out, I shouldn't no. That's even worse. So you just out here, nigga, like that?
Working outside,
No, that's different, man. You like a full-time athlete, nigga. This nigga. Even when the nigga not hooping, he hooping, nigga. No, man. But yeah. So like, what's like when you DJ and shit? What's like the top 3 things you literally hate about being in the club? I know I didn't like kind of specify that before. I know you kind of said some shit you like kind of annoyed, but if it's 3 things you can name that you just fucking hate in the club, what would it be?
Number 1 is when people try and talk to me when they see me in the middle of a transition. Like they can hear me and see me bringing 2 songs together while I'm actually mixing and fucking hitting the buttons and doing all that stuff. People will literally sit there and try to have a conversation, and sometimes I have to just either loop it or just let it prolong a little bit sometimes, because it's like, are you serious right now?
Why you mixing?
Yes, that's the number 1
You know what, that's probably like when niggas try to talk to me through these little cracks and shit while I record. Nigga will be sitting there talking, nigga be like, hey bro!
You know, come knock on the window, like really?
What y'all doing? Like, nigga, what the
we are live right now.
I'm doing nothing, nigga. That's y'all recording? Nah, we just got the camera. They just sitting here for that shit's wild.
Yeah, no, that's frustrating.
And it's funny because DJ A1, he said that same shit. He told me he said like he didn't had like doing that like DJing and people were like just too close and they'll knock drinks and shit over all types of shit. Has that happened?
Oh, are you kidding me? I've had somebody spill, like I was doing an after set and this girl, she, you know, it was so unintentional. She didn't mean to, you know, but it was very frustrating for me because, I mean, she paid for her part type thing. She definitely paid for the repairs and stuff like that, but some people wouldn't have. She tried to hand me a shot and a chaser, and it was over my laptop, and she hit her own hand, and it spilled right on my laptop.
It fucked up right away?
No. Thank God I was able to make it through my set, but I could see it on my screen. It was starting to have that wet damage on my screen, so I already knew once I had tomorrow morning I had to. So, I mean, she felt super bad. She definitely took care of the payments and stuff like that. But like, it's just always a risk because that put me out of business for a couple weeks. Like I had to wait for Apple.
Just that one thing.
Yeah, for Apple to fix my laptop. You got to send it in, get it back, all that. And then you got to hope your stuff didn't get deleted. You got to keep up your hard drives and stuff and get your music reorganized. Like, it's a kind of like a restart sometimes. So it can be frustrating. So people being careless and not really respecting your equipment, because the shit's expensive. Our equipment is expensive as hell.
Trust me. I know. I'm anal about
from
like,
the CDJs my boys play with at Monarch, from the big board, like I got the SZ2. I mean, there's CDJs pretty much all over the city. Everybody has their, there's a lot of SZs and few other boards too, but it's just people can be really careless, and it gets frustrating because you're trying to mix, and if you don't have the right friends around you that understand what you need in them moments around, like learn your craft type thing, to get them out the way, it can be frustrating. So that would definitely be number one: people being careless and interrupting while you're trying to work and having drinks. And so DJs, y'all do have like somebody standing there right next to you, or is that like ideal, or is that something that that's the ideal way to have it. I mean, I know some people have their homies that are consistently with them in the clubs and stuff like that. Or some people that show up and already know kind of what the vibe is because they've been around. But like for me at one point, I had friends that was coming with me consistently enough where one of them specifically, my homegirl, love her to death. She's really the only one who really knows, like, she'll go take my song request. She'll do this. Like, one of my homeboys does it for me too, but you know, everybody got work. Everybody can't make you event.
Exactly.
So sometimes it's just you, and you might have that friend that just is there to party, and it's like, gee, I need you to move around right now because you ain't doing your job. I kind of need you to protect my stuff while I'm working. Like, just the unknown respect and security type of thing, because the damage ain't worth it. And the cost we have to pay for our equipment ain't worth all that.
Hell no, man. A lot of people that don't buy their own shit, they wouldn't know that shit. Because I'm like, bro, like, a lot of shit costs thousands of dollars. Like, people don't be getting that.
And
like,
the clubs don't give a fuck if you don't have it in your like if you're not under contract with a residency and something like that, and you don't have it in your contract for them to cover your costs if anything was to happen type thing, you're fucked. Like, you're fucked. And that's what a lot of us are. A lot of us are not under contract downtown. We're just taking the gigs as they come and they ask to book us type thing.
So y'all can lose,
$200, $300, $400 downtown. Well, that's only a portion of, that's 1/16 of what the hell the board costs. So like, that ain't covering nothing. Like, so it's just having to protect and stuff.
You think y'all kind of underpaid here type shit, or how you feel about that? Cause like it's wild to me that you say y'all underpaid, and then like I'm seeing promoters, and not even the promoters, just seeing certain people who I know don't even know to understand the value of a dollar. They like, yeah, I bought a table and go room for $1,500. And I'm like, nigga, you a goofy. Like, but like, I'm just saying, like, that's wild to me. That's wild. So like right now, from what I'm hearing from you, it's better to be a DJ than it is to be a rapper here. And and that's no disrespect to any rappers. I'm just saying. Just saying, it seems like it's just way more fun. It's not stressful. I mean, not fuck the validation. It just seems like it's just way more fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you're a rapper, you have to convince niggas to like your music. Yeah, you do. When you a DJ, it's like, nigga, fuck if you don't like it. Because like, that's why like niggas like me, I get defeated every time I go to a spot and I don't like the music. I'm like, I'm defeated. Right. I don't like it, but guess what? Like 30 niggas in this bitch like it. I'm in here. right. You know, that's why it's just, that shit's wild. That shit's crazy. They need to up the pay. Man, y'all need to talk to the promoters, man. We're gonna get on some Suge Knight shit pretty soon, man.
They know what they're doing downtown. They just cheat. They want the money to themselves. They get to keep the little extra costs and shit. How the fuck the promoters get paid more than the fucking DJs? Well, my thing is that, like, I don't know. It frustrates me too, because a lot of the time, that's why a lot of these venues downtown, they can't book me no more for real. Like, outside of the money, you had like a terrible experience with that shit. Like, it's just knowing your worth. At that point, you know, I know who I am downtown now. Like, I put the work in. People know who I am, and when I show up, I put on a show. And no matter what, I always put on a show. I've never folded under pressure type thing. And like, you either gonna pay that cost now or you gonna move around. I'm not working for 5 hours for $200.
Fuck no, hell no.
My equipment alone is not even. Yeah, you know, I have to travel with my equipment. My board is about 70 fucking pounds itself. Like, you know, type shit, travel, all that $200.
All types of shit that you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I look at it like you done lapped niggas that's been doing this shit since I was in high school. Since we was in high school.
Y'all want to talk about it?
I'm dead ass serious. Like, because like what? You've been doing this. You've been doing like this shit consistently for like what? 2-3 years? 3 years?
2018. I'm in third year.
Look at this shit. You literally is getting mentioned with motherfuckers that like who's been doing this who rely on this. They only do that. That's why it's just I kind of see, man, we gotta change gonna come. They're not gonna be able to just like keep their old ass homies and like get
the
that.
news coming in. The new generation is.
You should have told your homie to make better business vouchers down the fucking stretch.
But you try to
40
talk
years
to them
old
about
still
it, they know
DJing.
everything. That's the problem. Everybody think they know everything, so there really can't be no politicking about prices and stuff like that. It's I've been doing this for 30 plus years, or I've been doing. It's like, gee, it's 2020. It's 2020, and I know for a fact you're going home with more money than $200. So why am I getting $200 for 5 hours of work? You got to think about that. If you mix it for real, you're playing 40 to 50 songs. You can do at least 30 to 40 songs in 10 minutes.
$100.
And then you got to keep it consistent. You got to keep the vibe going. You got to have your energy up. All that
Keep it a
stuff.
buck.
Like, this shit
You kind of
like
surprised me. I did not know that. That shit's like
they be tripping.
Y'all gotta do better,
tripping.
bro. That's some sucker shit. Like, to be honest, like, let's be honest. Promote out of all the people that work in the club, bro. The promoters are probably the most expendable. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna downplay the impact a person has influence-wise, but all I'm saying is the bottle girls are way more. You need to have a good-looking bottle girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's like, how the fuck is these niggas?
And now they
wow.
sitting around like they
Rick Ross
and shit. They got these niggas.
Don't talk. No, say something, bro. I like when you talk, bro. Talk, bro.
Because like, so I get what you're saying. Promoters are kind of important, but at the same time, they're important for bringing in the clientele, keeping the clientele there. That's all DJ.
For
like,
sure.
You can have hosts, you can have whatever, but like, people want music.
Facts.
People either want to watch TV, and guess what the TV got? Music.
Right.
The person bringing the music, the person bringing the atmosphere.
Yeah.
They got the aux cord, nigga.
Yes.
The fuck you mean? Like,
but we don't get that respect.
It shouldn't be a pimp thing. Like, I got the venue, so yeah, you're paying me. Like, or
yeah.
you a slice.
Now look though,
I agree.
If you tied in with them, they play favorites too though. You gotta understand, cause they
you
they
good now.
think they can get up. No.
Oh,
no, I'm
still
good
they
now
still,
for
yeah,
sure.
now
I do
you gotta put in
contracts, all that. You gonna pay this? You feel
On
me?
God,
Or we ain't doing it. You feel
on
me? Just
God.
sit the song unless their budget makes somewhat type of sense where I can make a little cut. But other than that, like if you not really tied in and kissing ass and sucking these niggas dick type shit, they not gonna take care of your pockets for real. And I don't do that.
I was just about to say,
they tried to lowball me. They tried to do all that shit, and it's got to the point where I don't really work downtown. But now that my new spot Ties is open, thank God, I love them to death. I've been DJing for them for about.
So you the
a year
main
now.
DJ there?
No. We have about 4 or 5
but
house
you
DJs.
But you a part of that team though.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a house DJ there for sure.
For
yeah.
sure. Yo. See, that's what's up. That's what's
yeah,
up.
no, that's smart, and that's the only spot downtown right now that could really book me for real. Because one, we're in contract and they respect me and my craft and my price, and we came to agreement type thing. And other one of those is just like, they take care of me. I feel secured there. If I need somebody to walk me to my car, like they prioritize my safety, which is another thing too. I'm a woman downtown. A lot of time I'm walking home to my car with 100-pound fucking equipment at 2 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, and these niggas will literally. I've watched men.
It's some suck ass niggas, yo, in the world.
Come and carry other male DJs equipment and watch me carry out all my shit. I be having a backpack, laptop case, my big ass case with my board.
So you can carry your shit by yourself?
Will watch me walk out and will carry their homeboy shit, and it's just like shit like that. I can't get jiggy with it. I
can't either. I can't either. That's just like I ain't gonna lie. Like that's just like, man. Like to me, like if you was raised right, you should just know that. Like you niggas not have mothers. Like it's just common sense. It's common.
Some of these niggas downtown don't like me. They done been called out their name because I don't play that.
Man, call them Spice Boys, man.
If they walk like a bitch and talk like a bitch and act like a bitch,
niggas is Spice Boys, yo. That's Spice Boy energy. How you going?
Professionalism too, because at venues they have a load in and load out, and the production teams they help the artists. Like artists is number one.
They get to come through the back.
Yeah,
I gotta walk through the front.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Security will watch you carry your shit downtown, and it's just like, and I've had some experiences. I had a big one last summer. At the end of last summer, I was assaulted by a grown man. I wasn't working type thing, but I was assaulted downtown at one of the venues, and like security was very much near, and there was about 40 plus fucking people around that seen that shit, and nobody did nothing. I have 2 surgeries this year because of that. I just had one a week ago. So like, I really don't play about my safety downtown. They don't care. I don't
even like hearing that type of shit.
We not protected. But I'm gonna be honest with it though, because that's my experience.
You a bust if you ain't protecting the women.
They're busters
like y'all niggas
downtown.
have moms. Like that's why I said this is the thing why I don't.
That's the point.
Man, I remember the last time I went out for my girl's birthday. It was at the Gold Room, and I almost like snapped on that whole entire staff because my girl's gonna let shit pass because she is, and I'm like, fuck no, I'm like, nah, nigga. She paid for this amount of people. She paid for 12 people to come. Y'all gonna try to put her in a booth with 7 people that fit 7, and then on top of that, y'all gonna send another group over there. Yeah. I was like, nah, where do that? I understand what you mean by like, and that's why like people think I just hate on them. It's not Minneapolis. It's all about, I'm talking about the downtown, fake Hollywood, entitled niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's about that. It's about the entitlement niggas that think this is Hollywood.
Yeah, no,
this
for real. This
isn't Cali, nigga. There's not that many people here. Stop it.
No, yeah. The Hollywood, the clout, and the lack of protection for their women here is very.
That shit is terrible. There was a nigga that he used to go to my Lifetime Fitness gym. He worked at a club. This nigga, Ice is like this tall black dude. This nigga was like, he worked at one of them clubs. He like was like walking a coworker to the car, and he like raped her. Like that shit was wild, bro. Like that shit fucked me up. That's why I'm like, this nigga worked at the spot and he walked his coworker to the car. Like that shit just threw me off.
You have no idea.
When you brought that shit up, it literally
on downtown with them club
man, I be trying to talk to I be on it.
I got rapers, all that shit. These people down here enable anything, and that's another reason why I'm not that accessible no more, because these people don't stand on shit. There's so many predators downtown right now. There's so many rapists downtown, and these homeboys are throwing parties, or they're in there, buying booths and shit. They have these girls in there that either know or don't know type thing. Like,
one of their homeboys running for Congress.
Man, I'm telling you, this shit downtown is once you like get aware of the shit, it's kind of like gets to the point like why would I want to be around that shit? Like that's why I found my little avenues, my little 507 out in Mankato. They pay my price. I'm happy out there. I'm safe out there. It's fun out there. I don't gotta worry about none of that shit.
Extra shit, yeah.
You feel me? I get to do ties. I don't have to worry about none of that shit. Like, it's exhausting being a woman downtown. It really is. Like,
that's just wild.
You don't feel safe. Like, that shit sucks. And then a lot of these venues, a lot of this shit happens in the same venues, and those same venues are still open, and they still have those same people in there. And then there's the people that experience some of the shit, but then we'll let a little time pass and then go right back and work with them. It's like, nigga, what? Yeah. I wish I would. The event that shit happened with me, I ain't walked back in that venue since then. Like, there's nothing that will ever be able to bring me back. Do you want to say what venue it was? There. 7.
Oh, 7? Oh, yep. Okay. Ain't they closed down now? Yeah, they closed down now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, Saynomo.
No, but they opening back up.
Yeah. Oh, what?
There was. I'm gonna talk to y'all after the
show.
I'm
gonna say yeah.
I'm talk to y'all after the show. But yeah, it happened at 7, and there's been a few incidents there where I just feel like it was like the lack of security. Honestly, that was the main thing for me. The energy there was never genuine and like good. I'm a very much energy person. If you walk into a room, you could tell if you feel me, it's going good or bad. You feel me? You feel me? And I ignored it a few times because I was drinking and shit like that. And then it finally, clicked once my incident unfortunately had to happen type thing. And it's just like, there's no need to ever go back there. It's just some places just ain't worth
you don't
it.
even want to go back there no more. That shit weird.
No.
That shit's whack.
Especially knowing who I am and the people that was around that seen it. It's like, damn, if I can't be protected, shit. I mean, shit, y'all know me. I'm DJ K Reeves. You feel me? Like, y'all know me. I'm walking through by myself. There's no way. Yeah. 6'4" built ass dude is throwing me around in front of
niggas get shot for shit like that.
Man, it's man.
Legally. You get legally shot for that.
We can't talk.
What are some joys though?
Joys? Oh yeah.
Oh man, this is my passion. Like, this is what DJing saved my life. I ain't even gonna lie to you. When the time it came into my life, I was very depressed, very down. I was dealing with some shit. This shit helps me breathe, man. It's fun, regardless of all the negative experiences and stuff like that. The good always outweighs it, for sure. I wouldn't still do it if I didn't love it. I love it. I love making people dance. I love pulling people out of their comfort zone, like, or making them comfortable enough to be themselves and stuff like that. Regardless of these two cool ass people over here, like, who cares? Live your life like.
Niggas think they in College Hill and shit. Ass out of here.
I love when there's that one person who can't dance for shit, but
they out there getting
the time of their life, and people on the side talking about them shit like that. And it's like, look at y'all. I'll get on the
mic.
That's
the corniest shit ever. Yeah.
Like, look at y'all. Look at her. She living her life. Like, let's go. I'll hype her up on the mic and some more shit. Her. I don't care. Like,
that's like the nigga that can't run a mile straight, laughing at the fat nigga getting in shape. I bet you this fat nigga can run a mile long.
Not for real. Because in that moment, you gotta think like. them 2, 3, 4 hours I have them people, they could be coming from all walks of life. These people could be coming from very traumatic experiences, a horrible work week, and they just want to let it go. Or maybe their kids are stressing them out at home, or maybe their husband beating on them or something, or maybe their wife is manipulative.
All types of wild shit. People go out, literally.
You enjoy and release your stuff type shit. So it's like, if I can create that experience where you just forget about that shit for a minute and live in the moment, I've done my job and I love it. Like, that's what keeps me going, because that's what it does for me.
Right.
I have stressful fucking times, but when I hook up that equipment,
it's like your therapy almost.
Like, let's go. You feel me? Let's get to jumping up and down and doing our dance and all that stuff. Like, let's go. Like, it's just a time to forget. Like how some people do drugs to forget. I like to play music to forget.
That's the real therapy. That's real therapy right there. That was a little jewel right there.
Man, I think people should lean on it more.
Oh yeah, we the police always downtown. You know what I mean, always doing some shit down here. I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, this is my favorite part of the show, man. Played yourself, man. And for this week, if you watch the show, you know, you probably seen it a couple times. I stopped doing it a little bit, but everybody in Minnesota that was crying this week. I'm gonna tag you niggas when I drop this, so y'all know who I'm talking about. It's too many of y'all, and I'm gonna say this: all y'all niggas, I counted. It was about 12 of y'all. Y'all said support 78 times. I counted. Y'all niggas gotta relax. Y'all played yourself because it was never no support. Y'all niggas, it was wintertime. Y'all niggas didn't have no sun. The sun came for them 2 days. I saw them same niggas happy. You know what that means? It wasn't a support. You niggas just lacked vitamin D. Fucking relax, stop crying, and put in the work, nigga. I'm tired of you niggas crying, talking about you ain't got no support when you just didn't have no sun. That's what it was. You didn't have no sun, and that's okay. It's okay.
He's not lying, though. He's lying, like, it really does depend sometimes. Like,
that shit is wild. I literally saw that shit. It was making me mad. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck are y'all talking about? And then, like, it goes into what Ricky was saying. Y'all are trying to. At what point are actually reaching new people?
Oh yeah, people think their clientele or their fan base is gonna come from their people they know, and it's never.
Nigga,
that.
you never met.
Yo, strangers is
that window.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
I'm trying to go
real.
through that window only.
Like,
why?
Wait,
I know them niggas over there.
Yeah, for real, like literally. And then it fucks up a lot of relationships too, though, because really nobody owes you anything. Nobody
owes you shit.
Owes you shit.
Yeah.
Literally, like so it's exactly.
It's fake
but I ain't gonna
entitlement.
lie, I low key started off a little bit like that too. I think it's kind of just like a beginning intro business experience that you have to learn yourself, like because you do start thinking, well, damn, why I see them supporting this, why not me? But it's kind of just like, how many other people do you support like that? It's like you kind of got to be real with yourself too,
You gotta chill.
like,
That's real.
you feel me? Like there's some things that it's like you're probably not doing as much as you could too, either on your side. But then it's also being real with yourself. Is complaining about no support and bullying.
It's not gonna get you support.
You is never gonna work.
What you just said, bullying the year, like you ain't gonna force a nigga to support you. That's not how it
That's
works.
if you want to unfollow your page, like
Man, listen,
There's
like-
a girl I just had to get rid of on Facebook because she's going through that phase right now with her business, and it's just frustrating to keep seeing every status is support, and it's like,
listen,
bro,
nobody wants to buy your whack ass cookies. Make
You
some
know?
better ones.
we don't owe you nothing. And
We don't. And we ain't haters because we don't want to buy it. I hate that shit. Like what? Like
not everything is for everybody. Like literally, we all have our own taste. We don't all go get the same coffee. Like we don't all go get the same toilet paper. Like literally, I don't know. It's just people. We get entitled to stuff. But I mean, I think it's just a process, a phase you got to go through and learn yourself for real. Because once you get through it, you definitely figure it out. Like once you figure it out, you figure it out type thing. But that shit do be annoying.
No, that shit definitely.
I used to be hard my support too, though, but it comes organically. You gotta let people naturally draw to you. Like when you genuinely doing your craft and doing what you love, it's gonna automatically life is full circle. It's gonna come to you. Like it's gonna come when it's supposed to come. You gonna have slow starts. You gonna have good weeks. You gonna have
Good
slow
weeks, bad
all that
weeks.
shit. Like,
We're
it's just a
human
part of the
still, my
process.
nigga. Like y'all think billionaires don't have fucking bad days? Them niggas probably have the worst days. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
Sometimes some support is not always good.
And that's a fact too. It's fake
Yeah,
support.
you tie
It's
some
fake
people to
support.
to your shit.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, or yeah, like you said, fake support. Like some people's support can drag your company down. It's like, you did too much, you know, you aiming for the wrong clientele right now, and that's not what your business or service suits. Right.
And that kind of like a thing. Like I got homies who I support, and I tell these niggas like, yo, I can't share this song.
Oh my God. Who you telling?
I can't share this song. I just can't. I can't do it. Like niggas ain't finna like. You know what's funny? When I do share people's songs, who I like, I'm a person. I know when I know some shit's ass, but I might like this ass shit. But I know when I share shit, like this nigga will say something like, I have niggas that would say something like, why would you share that?
Like, hey, no, bro, like, why this?
The fuck is this? You don't even like this type of shit. I be like, listen, dude, I like him. All right, he's a nice guy. He's cool.
Right, yeah.
He's cool, man. He's cool. You know what I mean?
No, for real though.
That shit be like that, man, for real.
Yeah, I know who you telling. The DMs people be, can you just take the time to listen to this or share this? And it's like, gee,
Do people,
if you
I'm
waste
interested
3
because
minutes.
You get a lot of song requests. You get a lot of requests where, like, you have men who are degrading women to, like, a very, very bad point. And they're like, oh, can you promote this song? Do people think about that when they do music, or do they just give it to you?
That's funny.
Oh, people don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. They come up just requesting stuff, and if they got it ready, and they got like the MP3 files and stuff like that. A lot of the times, though, what I do is I'll have them drop it to me first, airdrop it to me, and then I'll listen to it in my headphones.
Okay.
Why you in the club?
I'm good. Huh?
Like, while you working, you do that?
Yeah, you can do that. We got channels on our stuff.
Oh, that's
so
cold.
You can bring in more than
I
one
always
song.
wonder what's in the fucking headphones.
Hey, that's cold. I did. Yeah, when they.
So we can
I thought y'all was talking to the coaches like in back in football or some shit. I'm like, must be talking to the head coach. I don't know.
Yeah, no. So how we have the two circles, the two things in here, it's pretty much half and half. So music's playing on one half, and there you can bring in music on the other half, and you can control what side of the headphones is listening
That's
to.
dope.
Yeah.
This is another question I wanted to ask you. Have you ever what they call it, like them little silent parties?
Yes, I've done the headphone party.
Headphone party.
Yeah,
So like, when they have those, is it like 3 different songs? How does that go? Is it like 4? Is it 4 DJs and each? Like, how does that go?
So it's crazy. They actually have this transmitter. So we all hook up our separate equipment or whatever, and then we all have, instead of going into speakers, we're hooking into this transmitter, and we all have our own transmitter, and the transmitters are connected to the certain headphones. So there's a red headphone, blue headphone, green headphone. And so wherever you change your channel to, there's like just a little button on the headphone.
Oh, you just switch it type shit.
And so when you want to go to red and see what they're playing, you go to that and see it. And
I need to do one of those. I didn't know that's how they was. I thought like you had to get a headphone and like whatever one you pick up from that time, that's the one.
A lot of it is a competition. So like that's what it was for us. It was like a spotlight party.
Is y'all doing something like that again? Let me know because I will come.
I honestly don't know. I haven't done that. I think that was about 2 years ago when we did that. I haven't seen
Them shit is cold.
parties like that.
I got an idea for that.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, say less. Say no more. Say no more.
Always say no more. No, this way.
Say no more.
That's just dope. All right. This is like a Minnesota question. What's your favorite 3 spots, favorite 3 breakfast spots, and favorite local spots to eat at in Minnesota?
God, I hate these questions because I'm someone who likes to cook, so restaurant food
That's
here
real.
don't be hidden. But I do love breakfast, so I will say if I want breakfast, I'll get up and go to The Kitchen by Baked Brand in Global Market. Y'all need to go try that. It's a new spot, black-owned, women-owned. Go try her. She does like the Captain Crunch French toast and all that stuff. She do like, yeah, lit. That's a good spot.
That sounds fire already.
Yeah, and then damn, I'm not good at stuff like that.
It's all good. You fuck with Hickory Hut?
Stores I like to shop at.
Amazon.
I've been ordering. You know, I've been ordering a lot. I'm like,
Hey, bro,
Amazon,
girls only do Amazon now. I swear. I'm like, Amazon.
I do. I like, but I mean, I like. So if I like some quick little graphic tees and stuff like that, I'm also like a Burlington, Marshalls. Like I like that type of shit. I go get my cargos and shit from shit
listen.
like that. I'm a
food. Like if you said you like to cook, like
stores I shop at. Oh, I like to do like I always go to like the Oriental markets. I'll go to Cub. I love
Benihana's at home.
I do meat markets. Von Hanson's. Shout out to Von Hanson's. They got good ass meat, fresh ass meat. I love it. Von Hanson's is bomb.
So you cook a lot. I hope to cut you off. How bad was you last week when you were shopping and you was like, God damn, everything went up? I was in that bitch like, God damn, man, I guess I don't want no chick now this way.
So that's why I go to Von Hanson's, because that place right there is bomb.
love.
So
Okay.
I get like 8 breasts for $20, 8 chicken breasts
Oh, it's
for
like
$20.
is it like one of like them little deli or like a deli, like a deli?
It's a butcher meat, it's a meat shop. Yeah,
Yep.
so they do all
it's
that
like
type shit.
it's like Morelli's and shit type shit over there, over here.
And their meat is fresher too, and I trust it more than like the saran wrap shit at Cub and all that.
Hell yeah, that shit comes from anywhere. Like, we don't even know who made this shit. Like, the nigga from Captain Phillips probably fucking packaged this shit and gave it to us. Like, the nigga, I'm the captain now. That nigga. No, but yeah. Why would he say that? He was the you're right. Why would that nigga even? I'm the captain. No, I'm saying he was the pirate. He said I'm the captain out of Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
Like, why would he say that? Yeah. Like, that shit, like nigga, you should have been like, nigga, it's my shit now. He's talking about some, I'm the captain now. So you switching gangs, nigga? The nigga switched up. Like, no, that's just wild. All right, this is one of my. I got like 3 more for you. Okay. You watch television, right?
For the most part, yeah.
All right. Power, Snowfall, The Wire.
From what I have seen so far, Snowfall, for sure.
That's real. That's real. I'm kind of surprised by that answer, but that's real though.
I've never heard or seen nothing about The Wire. I can't even lie to you.
That's real.
Power, I have never. When it first came out like years ago, when I was at Howard, there was like everybody was super fanatics about it type thing. But like,
you was at Howard?
I never get into it. Yeah, that's why I went my freshman year.
How was how was it?
That's why it's hard being back here.
That's one thing I would say. Like even me, like going back, like I probably wouldn't even played ball. I probably would have played ball, but I probably would have tried to go down to like one of them schools. That in my mind, that was never. Not like that should be so wild. Like, that's all about who's around you. Like, man. I was just trying to, yo, nigga, we gonna graduate, we gonna play ball, nigga. We don't care about where.
No, for real.
You know
but
what
they
I'm
also then being here, but that's being in this predominantly state, the state that we're in.
Yeah, facts.
We're not. The people don't be. I feel like it took until our generation for us to get out there. Like, Lamaya was out there. Now she's on the news.
No, that's a fact.
She's
that's a fact. Shout out to
her.
her. Yeah, I definitely. She doing her thing. I was like, all right.
Like, Artrell, he went down to PV Valley. There's a few people that have went down there, and now like we come back and always tell people about it and stuff like that. And I feel like it's more aware now. People in school are more aware, but it's pushed on them more now. But yeah, back then nobody knew nothing. I graduated in Florida, so that's how they even found me. I don't even think they would have found me here.
And it's so crazy to me because like I got family that live all over type shit. So it's like when I see like even like when y'all be like, yo, it's different down here, and y'all tell people like this, I see a lot of black people here get on a defense. Like, bro, they're not saying you're doing something wrong. They're just saying go out and see the rest of the world. Like, I know niggas that go to the club every weekend, but I've never seen them niggas on the plane in the years of me knowing them. Ever. Like not even like
there's some people that ain't been outside their neighborhoods.
Like that shit's really real. Like I thought that shit was like a myth that was in the 90s that ended. No, these niggas just choosing not to do this shit. Cause like if you go to the club every weekend, my nigga,
they've never been introduced to it. Like they've never gotten a taste of it, I guess I say. And I guess
that's real.
That's what makes it hard here. When you grew up and your parents weren't able to take you on vacations and stuff like that, I feel like that's one of the advantages I had. Like I grew up on vacations. I grew up getting to travel and go to camp and stuff like that. A lot of people didn't get those opportunities, so they don't even know for real. And it takes until that one time where they are and they like, damn, I could be spending my money other ways.
And that's what it is. It's like, nigga, just think different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's hard. Yeah, you're in a box when you're so.
It's hard. It's hard if you want it to be hard. You know what I'm saying? When you take the easy way out, life becomes harder. You know what I'm saying? Because every person, you know what I mean? We all got choices. We all got homies that like. Well, not us here per se, but like niggas that live in the hood, they all got homies that do shit, and it's like, all right, word. This nigga, we know he's the irresponsible one. You know what I'm saying? We know he ain't got no credit card. He ain't got no bank card. Yeah. He ain't got, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we need to help, nigga. I tell my nigga, bro, I got no fucking bank card, bro. I'm going to say so much when you going to get one because you're going to be tired of me saying it.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
So it's like, we got to just kind of hold our friends accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the community, we don't do that. I be hating it. All we do, and the nigga won't take the advice. He'll try to fight you about it. Not me, but you know, I see this shit happen all the time where a nigga will be scared to tell his homie the right thing because he like, man, he might beat me up.
Well, I feel like, that's another thing. I feel like it's all about people's approach. A lot of people don't know how to approach conversations like that because you can get offended by shit like that if you don't know. If you
don't know how to say it.
Don't know type thing. So like getting the right approach and the right tone to make it Like, that's vulnerable, honestly.
It's vulnerable,
like,
yeah.
Like, nigga, your name is fucked up. Like, you ain't no credit or something like that. You know, that's vulnerable as fuck to have that conversation. But it's like, if you can go about it in a way that they feel safe, like, nah, G, like, this is life. Like, let's advance.
Yep. And if they don't listen, and if they don't want to listen, move accordingly. Don't say nothing to them. Don't. You can't. Don't even get mad. Because that was one thing with me. Like, I used to get mad at my homies for them doing the dumb shit after we just had, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'd be like, bro, we say not gonna do this. You just did the dumb shit, my nigga. You fell for the trap. That's why, like, I used to get mad, but now I'm like, listen, bro, that's his life, man. At the same time, do not ask me. Don't ask me. That's like when niggas be like, yo, should I wear these or should I wear these? And you be like, you should wear those. And nigga be like, well, I'm gonna wear these. Like, nigga, what you really asking me for? Like, you just wanted me to like see if I was gonna agree with you. Like, I knew I was right. I knew I could trust you. Fuck out of here. That shit's selective. That shit's selective. So like, what's some main goals you got like for yourself going forward as far as like, where do you want to be in 10 years with this DJing shit? 'Cause I feel like you taking it the serious route, you know what I mean? You're doing it like, you know what I mean, like professionally. So like, what's your goals when it comes to that?
DJing wise is really just the foundation of the businesswoman and entrepreneur that it's just gonna be the foundation to open those doors for me type thing. Honestly, I really want to open a strip club.
What? That would be lit. They just closed the Lamplighter. We need one in St. Paul, man.
Oh, you gonna be mad at me when I say it wouldn't be here?
I know.
We don't have.
I know. We don't have enough.
The big ballers.
Yeah.
They're like King of Diamonds.
You feel me?
No. KOD better than all them strip clubs in fucking Minneapolis, bruh.
It's in Ember Grove.
For real? I've heard that.
You never
I
been
didn't
there?
even know we had a KOD here.
KOD. I mean, hold on.
But it's a chain.
It's not no KOD in my head. Yeah, it's not.
I already know that.
It's Ember Grove.
But
but it is good. It's good. I've been there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But
I believe it.
Every like older white male will go to King of Diamonds off of any, like they have a lunch menu.
Them women in Lamplighter was making that bread too, because them old niggas, like you just said, them old dudes.
So like, okay,
the niggas that be coming in the bar with the little thing on their head, you know, when they got that little, the big ass trucker thing on, say he getting money. I'm like, all right, word.
I guess I say like the thing about here though is just like, it ain't even just the big baller thing too. We don't have the spaces. Like I went down to KOD Atlanta. They buy old grocery buildings and they make those into the strip clubs. Like the KOD in Atlanta right now is an old grocery store.
It's enough black people.
Huge, exactly.
I don't go to strip clubs. I had one bad experience. Can even strippers here handle that shit? Because the only strip club I went to was in Dallas.
A lot of them not even built to go in them spots.
Like, all the way up there.
Bro, a lot of them, bro, the women here that I've seen, there's a select few where I'll be like, all right. But I don't even see them no more. All I'm saying is they are not built for that shit. It's a different type of. It's a different. It's like the G League and they're not even the G League. They're the D League.
No, that ass.
The D League from like 2006. Like the old G League. They the D League, bro. Like the strippers here. Terrible.
I mean, shit. We only got 1 to 2 poles in the venue here.
That's what I'm saying. I see it. Yeah. I done seen some wild shit in them whatever they be down south on them poles. I'll be like, God damn.
Man, and them poles be fucking 100 feet up.
Like they're strong.
Literally.
Like I saw one chick. She was holding a chick up and they was doing their thing, and I'm like, yo, hypothetically, if I let her, you know what I mean, like just hit me, she probably would drop me.
No, literally, strippers are strong as hell. Don't fight no stripper. Don't do that. Don't even do that.
Never. Like I looked at it, I'm like, yo, that shit is impressive.
Yeah.
Damn. So like, if you had a strip club, like, where would you have it at?
I would definitely go down south.
Down south?
I'd go down south. I want a big space. I want to be in a big network, a big ballers type thing. I want to be. It's big, and then that would be the first thing though. Yeah. I'd do that one, and then I'd come here and open up a little.
That's
a little
real. I give y'all little niggas a little snack. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know if I want to do it.
They can't handle shit here. I'll be honest. They can't handle shit. I remember I went to Orlando. Like I think it was like 2019, right? Yo, there's this spot. We went to this spot, right? And I was with a group. It was a spot where you got to sign a disclaimer going. You got to sign all types of paperwork. You got to do all types of shit, right? It's a hotel, club. / it's like a sex party, sex room. It's in Orlando,
like
so I was in there. It was one of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
They
freaky.
do? They have one of those in Mankato?
For real? I didn't know.
I didn't know
do.
Bosses, I wouldn't.
Your boss a freak, boy.
Or they were talking to people in the hotel, and they're like, "Yeah, there's a strip club downstairs." I'm like, "What? And
it was a strip club too. It might be a franchise, nigga. I don't know. But no, anyway, we went in there and like they give you one towel. They was like, you can't use a cell phone. You need one towel. Of course, I took 2 towels. Them towels are small as shit. Like,
wait, you had to take off.
How about, of course, I took 2 towels.
Wait, what? I'm done.
it's like a spa. It's like a spa, bro. It's like a. It's like a spa.
Strippers with spas.
It's not like.
It's like a swinger party.
Yeah, it's like a basically.
So they're not really strippers. They're like escorts kind
And
of.
it's and it's like a big building. It's like there's a bar.
Yeah.
There's a club in this place. There's a strip club. It's like, bro, it's wild. But
I would do something like that though. I've thought about that. You know the money that's in that? Just because the money people will pay. Not for real. It's just a private thing. They
there's a
happen
nigga
everywhere.
in a wheelchair in there. Oh my mom. There's a nigga in a wheelchair in there.
Shit, he needed to.
And that's when it was my time to go because I'm like, I was roasting this nigga. I'm like, bro, what? Dude was in there double fisting. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
But the money them people pay for just even the silence of it for them to be able to do that.
Because everybody in there was mature. Like no niggas. You don't want to be obnoxious and you got a bunch of butt naked people looking at you.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that's the worst thing. I'm like, all right, let me go.
It's like a classy slutty event.
Facts. It was. It was like one of Littlefinger's events, nigga, from Game of Thrones. Yeah, when I was there, I was like, yo, there's no way they can do that here. Like,
yeah. And
it had to be somewhere like Mankato. Like you said, it ain't
would
gonna
have
be
to be dipped off. Like you said, we have
it's not
two
gonna,
major
bro,
cities,
niggas,
too quick, too close. It's too small.
These niggas don't know how to act.
People be talking too much. Yeah, no, you really couldn't.
And I don't like being around niggas as soon as they. I don't know about y'all. I hate being around niggas as soon as they drink. They be like, I don't give a fuck. I be like, shit, get your ass away from me, bro. You the type of nigga to argue when the police pull us over. Like, I don't like niggas like you. Like, nah. But damn, the strip club shit. That shit's kind of dope, man.
Yeah, no, but I think too, just because like my priority would be like the safety of the women, and like I just feel like a woman's eye and touch on a strip club because it's women in there. You feel me?
I agree,
would
1000%.
Make a big difference in the business and like the experience as a whole type thing. Like I would have top shelf everything, like top notch everything. The women are the priority, period. Like nothing would ever happen to them. They'd be
none of us niggas be breathing with no women. That's why it's like, yo.
For real. But I feel like that's why down south too as well, they kind of understand that a little bit more than up here.
Yeah,
I feel
because
like men up here looking for women to take care of them rather than them take care of a woman, which I'm not saying.
I hear what you're saying.
There's balance with that.
I hear exactly what you're saying.
But like
how they was raised, they was more raised like the man was the down south on a natural.
Yeah.
The man is the provider. They don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? Niggas here, I get what you're saying because it's niggas here that
advantage of it.
They'll take advantage of. Not only that, they'll come in with the weak ass state of like. They'll come in with a weak approach, like, yeah, you know, yeah, we are 50-50, yeah, like that's not how it go. It's like on some, yo, if I'm down right now, she gonna help me. You know what I'm saying? I'm back up. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. But these niggas here, they a little bit too
they used
content.
to seeing their mama take care of. Niggas. Like
so
literally,
that's what it is. That's what it is.
So they feel like they should be getting taken care of, but it's like you watch your mom struggle too. So
or they mama didn't, and that's why they expect another woman to do it. That's why I be like, yo, y'all niggas gotta relax, man.
I know how them two different ways come to the same outcome.
It's the weirdest shit. I think
it's like either way, it's like somebody
right there.
Niggas got Jim Jones issues, nigga. You gonna call it that?
And if the girls ain't doing it, it's they homeboys. Ooh.
Facts. That shit's wild.
Oh shit.
That's another combo. Y'all don't even want to add that one. These niggas serious.
Damn. So like, damn, man. That shit. So like, if you had to give, because I know you already said the dating pool here is contaminated. If you had to give because you're a woman, if you had to give your advice to a lot of the men in Minnesota, because you see the shit too. You're a DJ. You see what goes on. What was your advice to be to a lot of these dudes out here to be better?
The same as I would tell anybody. Learn yourself. You feel me? Learn yourself. Learn life. Read books. Educate yourself. Like, I don't know. I guess my main thing for me, because I'm gonna continue to amplify this. Like, protect these women. G, like. Protect us. That is one of the biggest, even if it's your homegirl or a random woman you see on the street, like that alone would make such a difference with how women are acting. Like, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the men are acting like the women and the women are acting like the men these days.
I've been saying that shit.
And the women are like, and I can't even lie myself, like I've even had to develop a little bit of a masculinity, a part of me too, just to protect myself from these dudes because they want they'll be quicker to hurt you than to protect you type thing. Like a man
That
will
shit's
literally
wild,
put his
bro.
hands on you before he'll see somebody put his hands on you and not do anything type thing. They'll rather stand there or be the one to abuse you, and it's frustrating. Like, protect these women, and these women, I guarantee you, will be a lot more vulnerable, be a lot more girly, be a lot more how y'all want them to be type thing. But like, protect these women and stand on it, and hold your homies accountable for the bullshit that they doing. Stop with this raping shit, this damn predatory acting shit, all this shit. You know your homeboy's a fucking stalker. You know he's a creep. You know he's beating on his girl at home. Stop enabling that shit. Stop. Not saying nothing is enabling it. Like, silence is just as loud as talking too much. Like, stand on something. I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say this shit with my chest, and this is not towards all men, but a lot of you niggas is bitches here, and I need y'all to get y'all chest out, please. get y'all. I'm sorry, these niggas here be like bitches. Like, y'all is some bitch ass niggas. Like, and I don't mean that to offend nobody. I hope it motivates you to step it up. Like, literally, like, these women are not how they are these days for no reason. We need more from the men in our community, and especially our black men. Like,
facts.
Protect y'all women, especially when we the ones that's in the forefront for y'all every time. You feel me? I feel like it should be 50-50, and that's my advice. Shit,
that's real shit,
protect
man.
Your women. Be more healthy towards your women.
Cause there's a lot of busters out here where I'll be like, yo, like I said, I told you earlier, like, I'll delete niggas, you know what I mean? It's so wild in Minnesota, you know what I mean? You know, you got. I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say something wild. I was gonna say something wild. I think I'm gonna say it though.
I was gonna say it. Shit, this the podcast too, though.
No, y'all gotta be careful though how I say it.
Yeah, political correct.
Yeah, it's about it's about the big I'm gonna call him Big Ben. Big Ben from Big 3. Yep, that's running for Congress. Hey, I'm just saying,
that's
dude.
some shit. Not for real, Buster.
I'm just saying that nigga's a 6'7" piece stealer. Like, that's wild. I had to, and like, I'm gonna leave it at, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that because I feel like, he's a clown, he's a bozo, and I'll be honest, a lot of his homies because a lot of his homies is
enablers, clown juniors.
Some of them niggas are doers. They are repeat offenders. They doing it with them. I'm just.
And they've been exposed. We've had the exposure pages. We've had all that.
That's what pissed me off because when that shit happened, you remember, bro. I gave him. I did a played yourself on. That was almost a year ago now. Yeah, that was almost a year ago now.
A little bit more. Yeah.
A little bit more. It was with Destiny. It was with Destiny. We had Destiny on. Destiny. Yeah. So that's why it's like. The fact that, and then even after that, more shit came out where you see, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, bro, this state is weird because I don't allow that.
They don't stand on nothing here.
And like another thing, like, don't you have to be like?
They don't like me.
I feel like you have to be mentally stable to like run for shit like that. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be pretty wild for me to wake up, right? It'll be pretty wild for me to wake up, right, and just be like, you know what? I'm gonna shave my head. I'm about to do UFC fighting. I'm about to go hoop with Chris Brown and them niggas actually on Revolt TV. I'm gonna go to the Senate too.
Yo, but guess who else did that? Guess who else hopped from different industries?
Donald Trump.
Thank you.
Already knew.
Because there are buffoons who allow this shit. You feel me? Because we don't stand on nothing. So look at how embarrassed we were the last 4 years. I mean, we was embarrassed. You know,
we were very much embarrassed.
Joke. Like, how the hell do you go from Barack? And you know, that's another thing that's crazy too. Look at how he had to carry himself and how his family had to keep themselves together compared to what we allowed with this shit.
Do y'all remember this nigga wore that tan suit?
Oh yeah,
they would. I was still in high school. I'm like, he wore a tan suit.
Barack that was the coldest suit he ever wore.
That shit was clean. Blue, black or blue, right? They like really criticized him for wearing it, talking about some. Oh, I guess he's what he say? Because he's from and he's from Morocco, right?
Kenya.
He's from Kenya. Yeah, he's Moroccan. Yeah. He's from Kenya. But yeah, they was like basically trying to say like. Maybe this goes back to his origin because it was like a brown suit. I'm like, yo, the things
like because watch his daughters, they probably are messed up Because imagine being the daughters of the president.
Oh yeah, I know. They was giving the one hell for
when she was smoking weed. I remember that. I was whack.
Like, wait,
I actually like the daughters though. They seem
they
to
hold
be
themselves kind of.
They hold their own for real. Especially
right,
the younger
though.
one. She don't play no games.
They probably gotta have a lot of weird pressure though. Like damn, I can't do that. Like that shit.
And you got fucking.
You can't even really. You kind of gotta be perfect. It's
It's fucked up. And then you see what we allow when other people do it. You feel me?
that Donald Trump shit is. That shit was like blatant. I don't even understand
Disrespect.
like the blatant shit. Like you know what's funny? I like lost like it was a couple of white friends I had, and I still got some white buddies of course, but you know I done lost like white friends I knew for years. I done cut them off like because it was like it was to the point. I'm all for you agree with what you agree. I'm all for that, but to a certain extent, like when they rushed the Capitol like that, and I just genuinely asked him. I was like, I'm like, do you think? If those were black people that did that, I was like, do you think it would be the same outcome like how it went down? He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, you really can't. I was like, going off of like what we've seen in history, that's bullshit.
People choose to be ignorant. They choose to be ignorant.
I feel like niggas would have been laid out on that front fucking porch. They would have had niggas.
Past the gate.
I feel like niggas' approach would have been totally different.
You know what I thought of that when I saw it, I was like,
the Capitol shit?
Yeah, I'm like, first of all, this is just a failed attempt burglary because nobody even came out with any of that shit. Nobody destroyed anything. Nobody got hurt, and everybody was funny. Black people, if they would have seen us, they would have been like, they're coming to murder us.
They would have had the military in front right away. Just how they did in the
You know what's fucked up? Yeah.
It was more reactionary when they did it.
They're like, let's get somebody down there to stop them. Like, yeah, because niggas would have been there all like, I don't know.
The George Floyd times was a great time, though.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Was you outside?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I was out there. That was history.
Yeah, that shit like literally like when that shit was happening, we could say shit like that now, like, yeah, you know, back in the riots. You know what I mean? Like we couldn't yeah, like you know, back in something else, you know.
Yeah, not the LA one.
I can't even say that. Like that shit was like that shit. Everybody in the state was looting. That shit came to St. Paul. Like that's why I was like, yo. That's why. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. If I had to, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was happy they didn't let y'all niggas take my Target. I go to that Target, my nigga. I was happy. I'm like, no, get those niggas.
No, not this one. Get out.
I was like, no, get those niggas.
Respectfully.
All right, yeah.
Like we need one.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, bro. Y'all, I seen what they did at their Target. I'm like, nah, bro.
Have you noticed the difference between Target and their marketing though? Ever since that event, have you noticed how they've like literally stepped up with like the
little culture shit?
I
see black people all the time like on like put pictures, posters now in there.
It's like they're like overdoing it now because of that shit though. Like,
probably was like, man, hell no. Yeah, that shit made national news. That South Minneapolis Target they had water in there. It like a Call of Duty board in that bitch.
And Target, here's the thing why I think Target just loved all this shit. Target was already reconstructing all the Targets. It was a new wave of shit. Because all the suburbs were getting new Targets and they were moving into the city. They literally helped them.
He was like, damn, that niggas helped us.
They didn't take no loss from that merchandise.
All we gotta do is just clear all this shit out and just make new shit too? All right, cool.
Right,
y'all niggas did half the work.
Construction, nigga, got paid that much.
That shit wild.
Target was like, yeah, we're staying here.
And now they got the canes over there now. It looks nice as hell over there now.
It's different now. Everything look different in St. Paul. Like, I mean, in general, like just around the whole United. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like Minnesota's not like Minnesota no more.
Oh yeah, no, they've
you from St. Paul? Like,
we have a soccer stadium in the middle.
Oh, I be saying that shit like that shit's so not normal.
It's so
like y'all took away everything from us. Like I want to cry. Like damn, nigga. Like that shit's wild.
Happens,
yeah, gentrification is real, man. Cause like even with the Foot Locker situation, there were some conspiracies about that.
What?
Remember when that whole parking lot, like that half strip mall? So you know, the Foot Locker and all that shit was supposed to stay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why it was still kind of up. Why when they were
still building, when they was building it.
Yeah, the soccer field was already up. It's been done. Like that shit was just there. So it was like they were gonna sell off more shit because they wanted a bigger parking lot. But I guess that strict to them stores. Like I think it was that one. Yeah. But it just ain't closing and shit. Like I know you kind of said you want to open up a strip club type thing, you know what I mean? But like besides that, like what's some of your main goals and closing just for you that you want to focus on this year?
Oh, for me, my biggest will be to be expanding my network and expanding my bookings. I want to touch different states and network with a lot of different out-of-state DJs and make that more of a regular thing than being here as much as I am.
That's dope, and I feel like that'll be the good thing because you definitely done stamped, you know what I mean, put your stamp here so people know you enough here, you know what I'm saying? So it's always time to branch out. A lot of people here, I feel like they just get some validation and they be like, all right, I made it, nigga.
Yeah, and then they try to discourage the ones that see bigger for themselves outside of the state.
Exactly.
So it's like, whatever, but they'll get it when they'll get it.
Man, that's dope, man. So like, just tell the people where they can find all your stuff at and like your pages and all your information real quick.
Instagram, DJ K Reeves _. Same thing for Twitter. And Facebook is just Katrina Reeves. But yep, everything's pretty much the same.
Alright, man, you heard it here, man. So it's been another dope episode, man. Shout out to DJ K Reeves for coming through. You know what I mean? We had a ball. We talked about a lot of shit. You know what I mean? She dropped many jewels. You know what I mean? Many gems. You know what I mean? And honestly, like, it's kind of dope. You know what I mean? That you're a female DJ that we can start teaching other girls. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to just be a rap. You know what I mean? Like, even me, like, you don't gotta be a rapper. You can be a podcaster. You can do this other things you could do. So we try to just, change the narrative, you know what I mean, with our community. So shout out to you and shout out to everything you're doing, man. So it's your boy Wayne. It's been another episode, man. My life, not yours.
Period.